You don't know right now, but a lot of people are watching you and they're looking for somebody to follow. So we took that, started Rise and Build, and right off the bat, within a month, our Facebook group grew to around 200 members. All these guys are hungry, young, and they just want to be successful.
All right, you guys, welcome to the Shane So podcast. I'm here with the Zamora brothers, and they own a successful landscaping company, and they have a community called Rise and Build, which is really a bunch of hungry individuals trying to learn how to scale their business just like these guys. Jose, thank you guys for being here.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you for having us.
All right, so tell everyone a little bit about yourselves.
So my name's Eric, co-owner of Zamora Design and Build. We started the business when I was 21. Jose was 19, and we come from a small town called Dalton, Georgia. We decided to leave Dalton, Georgia, because there was not much to do there. So we left, and we went to Kennesaw State University to study engineering, and then that's where our side hustle started, Zamora Design and Build.
Oh, man, so it started off as a side hustle.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. How about you? Same thing, right?
Same thing. Eric's brother, 24 years old now. Came over here when I was 19. We started a side hustle. Like Eric said, we were going to college in Dalton. We're actually majoring in electrical engineering.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Okay.
We're going to major in electrical engineering. We moved to Kennesaw to get our electrical engineering degree because the classes that we needed, they did not offer in Dalton, right? So we started going to Kennesaw State University, and after that we ran into a buddy of ours. His name's Jay. He was 22 years old at the time, and he was running a successful landscaping business. And I was like, what is this guy doing that I'm not doing? You know, he's only 3 years older than me, and he's doing all this crazy stuff. So we started learning from him, and then eventually ran into one of our mentors, Grant Cardone. We went to one of his boot camps, and then that's when our journey started.
All right, so it started with a side hustle. Then you meet Grant.
Yeah.
He starts teaching you the business side of it, and then you put it together. At what point, like what made you say, you know what, did you drop out of school?
We dropped out of school,
So what made you say, you know what, I'm going to make this a business, I'm going to drop out of school?
So we were working full-time at a landscaping company while we were in college studying for engineering, plus doing the side hustle on the weekends, cutting lawns.
Okay.
So we were 24/7 grind mode. And it wasn't until Jose found Grant and he convinced me to go to his boot camp, the sales, marketing, and scaling boot camp.
Okay.
At the time, we were barely scraping by, barely have enough money to pay rent. So we were like, what's the worst that can happen, you know? So we went over there, and we were just surrounded in a room with individuals that were motivated, young. They were about our age, so that showed us like, hey, we can do it too. We went over there with $1,500, came back with $500, and
It was crazy.
So you dropped out before you even made like a big check?
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, okay. I thought you were going to say, yeah, we made like 20 grand and decided to quit.
No. We literally dropped out. Like I still have the video till this day of like us calling our boss. Like we were working for a landscaping company, saying that we were like gonna take our own route, that we were gonna like focus on the landscaping business, right? And that's kind of when we ran into Grant, and we also ran into one of our mentors, Tigran. Yeah.
He's out of San Jose, California.
San Jose, California.
yes.
What's really cool is we actually met at Grant Cardone's event, right?
Right.
Yes.
It was like 2 years ago now, right?
I think it was 2 years ago.
2 years ago, yeah.
Crazy.
But
Yeah.
the GrowthCon?
Yeah, GrowthCon.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought that was really cool. And I was like, man, these guys live local.
Yeah. It was really cool when we met you. We had a mutual friend, Tim, and he connected us, and we've been grateful to be part of everything you're doing. Everything you're doing is inspirational.
Oh, man, I appreciate y'all come to all of our events. Y'all, and one thing is, too, with the community that we mentioned before, y'all have, like, top-notch guys in there, man. Young, hungry guys. What made you guys want to start a community?
It was an idea from a friend. They're like, you don't know right now, but a lot of people are watching you, and they're looking for somebody that's a leader in the space, and they want somebody to follow. So we took that, started Rise and Build, And right off the bat, I mean, within a month, our Facebook group grew to around 200 members.
Wow.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
And after that, we started the Skool community. Right now, we have about 26 members, right? And slowly growing. All these guys are hungry, young, and they just want to be successful.
How good does it feel to know that you've helped these guys like probably 10x their business, since that's what we, Grant calls it, right? How does it feel to help them get more successful?
It honestly feels better to help someone than to like see like your own success, because like they like one of these guys and like multiple of these guys, I've talked to them when they were like their lowest of their like life, and like to see their life change is just incredible.
Oh, that's crazy. Are you able to like trade jobs with each other too sometime? Or
so yeah, we have a group where we like send like videos, we send like whatever we need. It's, let's say someone needs help, someone's like stuck on the road, someone like has a tire like popped, or like a nail goes into their tire, like we're all there like family to support each other.
Oh, that's amazing. So all right, so it's a side hustle. You called your boss and quit. How did he respond? Was he kind of happy about it and supportive, or was he not the most happy at the time?
He understood the business. He took it well. He said, thank you so much for the time you were here.
That's awesome.
And he actually invited us back. He gave us some gifts, like some company shirts.
Yeah.
And we're still connected. We're still connected to him. We talk every now and then. But really good boss.
Man, that's positive. It's not often you find some people get mad, like, how dare you?
Yeah.
You took off with what I'm doing. All right, so in the beginning stages, were you guys just cutting grass? Or like what were y'all doing at that time when you first went out on your own? What kind of projects?
So at the beginning, when we started, it all started in Dalton, and it was really him, my dad, and my older brother. It was my older brother who had an idea we should cut lawns on the weekends to make extra money, because we were all working 9 to 5 jobs, right? And it was Eric that brought everyone together and was like, let's go ahead and do this, like let's start this and let's make it happen. So he brought us all together. One thing led to another, and we started cutting lawns on the weekends when we had free time. I was working construction at the time. Eric was working in a manufacturing plant, right?
Yeah, right.
And we would cut yards on the weekends. We got up to a total of 8 or 12 yards in Dalton. Then after that, like I said, we were going to college at the same time and working a 9 to 5 job. And then once we transferred to Kennesaw, then that's when we ran into Grant Cardone, we ran into Tigran, we ran into Jay, and we were like, everyone like is doing this, like why can't we do it? Like what? Like they're like the same as us. They're people, They're humans. So that's when we ran into them, and then we had to drop all the lawns over there. Because our mentors were telling us, you should go into landscape construction, you should go into design and build. Like this is where like you can really grow, you can scale your business. And that's what we did. We dropped everything in Dalton. We started landscape construction over here, and that's when it took off.
Oh, so y'all do construction too?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, so what kind of projects are you doing now? I know you started from cutting grass. What projects are you doing now?
I mean, we do anything from 100 to 250 plus projects. We're doing large patios, retaining walls, grading. We have a F550, large machinery. We can go in there and transform an entire outdoor space into a new backyard.
That is crazy.
Yeah, it starts with, so design phase, then it goes to, it has to get approved. We have to get permitting, and once permitting gets approved, then we can start building. It could take like anywhere from like 1 to 3 months to get everything approved, dealing with the city and all of that.
Oh, depending on the county and stuff.
Yeah.
Oh, man. All right, so what are y'all, I guess, with me and my brother knows how to do construction. I can't even put a nail in the wall. So he has a lot of strengths that I don't have, but then I have some strengths he don't have. What part do y'all play in the business together? Like who? I think you said he's the numbers guy. All right, so like what's the strengths here?
So I'm the middle child, so I was always like communicating with Jose. My older brother's like 13 years older, so he like grew up, had his family. So I was always like talking to everybody and making sure everyone's aligned. So for me, I'm on the sales side. I sell all our projects. I'm in front of the customer, making sure everything is going good. And then I also work on the office side as far as administration, taking care of that as well. And then Jose,
I do most of the project managing. I also work on like as far as like financials, not like deep accounting, but like job costing, stuff like that. Just making sure everything's right. And then we also work on, like I was telling you, on the weekends we work on the community. Focus on. I try to post at least one video every single day, and recently social media has been doing really good. And right now we're focusing on growing that.
Oh man, and I'm new to personal branding. Y'all know that, right?
Yes.
So, but how is personal brand? How is personal branding and doing the video stuff? Does it help you get normal jobs business, or just the community, or both?
It's a little bit of both. We've gained a lot of connections through social media. Whenever we got here, we didn't know anyone here, and most of the people that we have met has been through social media. Either they reach out to them, we reach out to them, and like if I don't know why it's like this, but whenever like you have a following, like people tend to respond more to you.
Yeah.
And then so I reach out to people, they reach out to me, and we've gained a lot of connections that way.
It's crazy. Social media gives you a little bit of credibility. Helps you be the authority and stuff.
Yeah.
And now you guys pop up on my feed like, you guys are always exercising, you're working, or you're with your community. That's what I always see, and I think it's pretty cool. And how old are you guys?
I'm 26.
That's crazy.
I'm 24.
Yeah. I just think that's amazing. Like I said, I didn't really start getting into strong business until I was 30. I had little taekwondo schools prior stuff, but I wasn't dealing with mentors. I wasn't going to events. I definitely wasn't doing stuff like this because you are getting into loans and buying some of these equipment, right?
Yes.
How much equipment have you guys had to buy in the last couple of years?
I mean, we have the F550, Silverado, long bed trailer. We have a mini skid steer. I would say 250,000.
250,000.
Yeah. See, I never would have done that in my 20s. I mean, that's crazy.
That wasn't as hard as the decision to quit the job. Quit school and quit our first job. Going into that, like, you need debt to grow a business.
That's true.
So it makes sense to like get the equipment to do the jobs. But like leaving like the first job was like probably the hardest.
Honestly,
decision.
it was a little bit harder for him, cause like whenever I saw like Tigran, whenever I saw Jay, I was like, that's what I want. Like I want to be like that. So I didn't even think about it. I was like, let's do it.
Oh man. So what did your parents think when you said, "Hey, we're quitting college"?
They were mad. They didn't want us to quit. So we're come from a Mexican family, traditional. So my mom and dad came when my dad came when he was 17 and just worked his whole life. And then he finally brought me and Jose and our family over. So they were coming into it from the perspective like, I came over here to give you a good life, good education, and all they knew was go to college, you'll be successful. So when we gave them the idea, they were really upset. They were really upset. They were like, "No, you're gonna go bankrupt. You need to work an office job."
Yeah, like we don't want to see you work in the field. Like we came to the United States to give you a better life. Like why are you working outside? Like stuff like that.
It's crazy because like my dad's Korean, so whenever I told him I was quitting school, he was wanting me to be a lawyer, a doctor. I'm like, I'm quitting. I'm gonna do karate or something. I did karate my whole life. He's in his 70s at that. Why would you quit? He just wasn't the most happy. I assume that your family felt the same. They think that college is like the main. You guys are supposed to be the change generation. Go to school.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The same thing that my mom and dad told us. Yeah. They want us to do the 4 years, but it was just not for me or for Jose. I mean, we had long conversations and like talked about like, do we really want to be engineers our whole life? Because that's 40 years, and the answer was always no. So we finally took the decision, dropped out of Kennesaw State, and then went all in on our business.
But I do think that we had to do it to figure out that it wasn't for us.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
That's right. So how does your family feel now in the situation you're in now? Like, listen, okay, you know what? You guys did the right decision. How do they feel?
Oh, they see the vision now. They see the results that we have created, what we built, and now when we speak about where we're going, they're all for it.
They trust you because you guys did it.
Yes.
As weird as it sounds, and I hope my mom don't think bad of me saying this, but a lot of the things that she told me not to do that I did is what helped me become more successful.
Exactly. Yeah.
Is that the same with you guys? I assume?
Yeah.
That's really like because my mom and dad, they would like tell us like, why are you like posting this stuff? Why are you doing this? Why are you like doing that? And that stuff that I would post on social media actually got more attention.
Yeah.
You know? And they would tell us like, don't do this, don't do that, and we would do the opposite. You know?
Yeah, because they think you'll be a target.
Yeah.
You're looking like you're cocky or something like that, or whatever, right?
Yeah.
All right. So, but now I know that I see where y'all have come from cutting grass. Just in Dalton. My older brother lives in Dalton. I know it's a small town.
Yeah.
So you start from cutting grass. Now you become very successful in your early 20s, which is even more ridiculous. But there are some difficulty. What are some of the difficult things that you learned in the last couple of years getting into your own business? Because entrepreneurship is fun, but it has some difficult spots.
Yeah, definitely.
Y'all got like 2-3 little stories?
I would say there's been a lot of challenges.
Yeah.
I mean, entrepreneurship, you have to be relentless. Really, business is the most competitive game, I think. I mean, there's sports, but business is 24/7, 365 days a year. If you're not getting your stuff together every single day, preparing for the next day, and preparing for the worst case scenario, it gets tough. I'd say 2 winters ago, we didn't have enough work lined up for the winter. And since we're landscaping, the busy season is right now during spring, and everybody's calling us. There's high demand.
Yeah.
Everybody wants our time right now. But in the winter, since it's Christmas, everybody goes out on holiday.
Blow their money on stuff.
Doing trips. So it does slow down as far as seasonal. So that winter hit us hard. And we learned from that we need to do more marketing during the busy season to get the projects, get them ready for winter. That way we don't struggle during the winter season.
Okay, yeah, that's a tough one. And what do you think is more important, motivation or discipline in business?
Definitely discipline.
Discipline.
Yeah.
I would say discipline because like motivation only gets you so far. Like you could be motivated like one day, but then the next day you don't feel like doing anything or you don't feel like pushing, but you still got to show up.
Yeah. Well, one thing I have to say I definitely admire about you guys, and because all my buddies know you guys, is not only do you wake up early to go work out. They're like, man, these Zamora brothers up at 5 a.m. to go work out. So tell me like a schedule that you guys have. Like, what is your schedule?
Every day, if it's not 6 a.m., we're up because we have to get the crew started. Latest by 8 a.m. So the only time we have to work out is at either 5 or 6. We hit a workout that gets our mind right for the day, gets us prepared, and then after that, full day until about 7 p.m. Then we go home and take care of any estimating that we have to do for the next day.
Oh my goodness! Yeah.
So we hit a workout. Well, it depends, like, because sometimes we're training for like the 50 miler, the 100 milers. We're training for like a marathon.
I want to talk about that in a minute.
Yeah.
I think that's pretty cool.
When we're training for those, we usually hit a workout in the morning and then run in the afternoon after work. And we try to fit everything else between 8 a.m. to 7 p.m. Yeah.
And so what time do y'all go to bed? 7?
No,
10?
no. We go to bed like around 9, 9:30, 10.
Okay. Yeah, so can you get like a thing of his shirt? Now, they told me right before we started filming that this is when they ran 50 miles. Y'all both did this?
We both did this, yeah. Us and one of our buddies.
And what made y'all say, I'm going to run 50 miles? Like, how'd this happen?
I think really because we're young, and if the time to do it would be now. And we're always looking for the next challenge. If it's business, if it's running, how far can we push ourselves and what's the next level? And for us, I mean, Jose, he already signed up for a 100-mile race.
That's crazy. That's amazing. Is it when it gets cold again too for the 100, or is it gonna be like right in the middle of summer or
It's
something?
in May.
Oh my gosh.
May, I think it's like the 31st.
May 31st. So our conference is May 30th. So you're coming to that, right? And then the next day you're going running.
Yes.
Is that it?
Yeah.
Golly. So what other things do y'all? I mean, how do you train for running 100 miles? Like how many miles do y'all run a week? I guess to practice for that.
So when we were training for the 50-miler, we were running like a total like anywhere from 40 to 60 miles per week.
Oh wow.
Yeah. So we were running about 10 miles every single day.
Mm-hmm.
And then obviously your body gets exhausted, but we were still going to the gym. Like we were pushing like pretty hard. We're still working out. We're still pushing on the business. It really, how would I tell you, like whenever I run, it kind of like releases the stress I have from business.
Mm-hmm.
So I use that like kind of like as a form like of like to release stress.
Like a
One of my
stress relief,
yeah,
right?
stress relief, running or working out. Like let's say I'm stressed out or like I'm angry or something, like I just release everything at the gym or like running, and then I can stay calm during like the business hours. Like I'm just calm.
I agree. It's
Man.
the same with me. I mean, there's so much stuff that you go through in business that you need something to keep you pushing, get the stress away, and that's what I found as well as running or working out. That's really like my go-to to get away from like all the issues.
Oh yeah. Sometimes it's good just to get it out a little bit. Do y'all do that whole cold plunging stuff too? I know like Jordan and them, they're always like cold plunging and.
We have done it before, but we don't do it like every single day.
Mm-hmm.
I remember a while back we were doing it like twice a week when we went to Lifetime, right?
Yeah.
Lifetime Fitness. We would get in the cold plunge.
They have a cold plunge there?
Yeah.
Yeah, they have like a cold plunge, then a sauna and a hot tub. It's like a whole different like aquatic room.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, it's
Pretty cool.
crazy.
Yeah.
It's the one in what, Druid Hills?
There's one in Druid Hills. There's one in Buckhead, like really close to here. And then I believe they have a couple others in the area as well.
I didn't know that. I was going to ask, what do you guys like to do for fun? But it seems like it's just work, working out, running. But what do y'all do? What else do y'all do for fun? Just I want to learn more about you guys.
I think that is our fun. that is the fun.
I think the way I think about it is like you want all this stuff in life, like you want to like the target, you have a target that you're trying to hit. And I've looked into like I've done some research, and like people that have already hit the target, they realize they enjoyed the journey more than like hitting that target. And
that's true.
you take day by day, like every single day. I say you enjoy every single day. Like I think I can't speak for Eric, but I enjoy the journey. Like I enjoy what I'm doing every single day, like working hard towards my goals, like working out, running, pushing myself, challenging myself to be better every single day.
Oh, that's true. It's kind of like I told you guys I did Taekwondo. A lot of people, it takes about 3-4 years to get your black belt. You guys know Philip and Kim. I remember
Yes.
dog. Okay, but like it takes 3-4 years to get your black belt. And I always tell the guys, I said, look, black belt is your goal, but you got to enjoy the journey. If you get sad, I don't have my black belt today. It's only been 2 months. You got to enjoy the journey. Or like climbing a mountain.
Yeah.
You're going through the whole thing. Once you get to talk, okay, now I got to go back down. That's it. But you got to enjoy it.
Yeah.
So I agree. So how important is mentors to you guys? I know you said it's Tigran and Grant, but like, what would life be like if you never met Tigran and Grant, for example?
Oh, it'd be a lot different.
Yeah.
I think mentors give you a visual of what's possible. And without a mentor, you don't have the guide or plan to get there. Or you can have the guide or plan, but it's going to take so many years.
A lot longer.
A lot longer, a lot of mistakes that you have to do. Just from working with Tigran and seeing what he's done, we were able to not make those mistakes, which accelerates our journey, learning from others. And I think a mentor is needed for anything you do.
Yeah, because what'll take 5 years, you can cram down into one, hopefully, right?
You're basically buying all their mistakes and all the knowledge they know. Like Grant Cardone, how long has he been in business?
Oh man,
A long
forever,
time.
like 30, 40 years now,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
So you're buying that knowledge, you're buying that time too, so you can like do it way quicker than they did it.
So what do y'all do to get continuous education? Do y'all go to conferences often, or do y'all just learn from your community? Because sometimes I learn by seeing, like the new students who come into our program, I learn from their deals and the mistakes. Everybody says, oh man, you know what? That helps me get better. Sometimes I learn more teaching.
Yeah.
Is that what happens with you guys?
I agree. Yeah.
I would say so.
Yeah.
It's a little bit of both. We still go to conferences, we still go to events, and we're always seeking like new mentors on, as far as like there's levels, and there's like, okay, so what's the next thing that I can learn? What's the next thing I can learn? But the community does help a lot. Teaching, like them making mistakes, like we're all making mistakes. Like it's like if you were making mistakes, you'd only learn from one person, but like now you have a whole group of people making mistakes, so you learn a little bit of everyone's
From
mistake.
everyone.
Yeah.
What is like one or two common mistakes that you notice that your students have made before they, right when they join? Oh, these guys are making this common mistake I need to fix.
A lot of them are like they struggle with leads. Like
Leads.
that's the biggest thing. Like as far
Okay.
as like landscaping, they struggle like getting work in. And there's like a simple solution, which is like you gotta like market your business, but some people either don't have the capital or are afraid to take that first step to invest into marketing because they have no idea where to start.
So what kind of marketing are you guys? I know you're doing the personal, but what do y'all do? Any paid marketing, or I know you got the decals on the truck and
Yeah.
stuff. What's some kind of marketing that you recommend for someone?
We do variety of marketing. Right now we're marketing on Google, Facebook, Instagram. We obviously like word of mouth. We put signs on every job we do, and we have all our trucks and like with logos on them.
And what's another couple common mistakes that some of the new people make? Do they like undercharge, like instead of it being like $50, they're charging like $10 or something? Or
That's actually
a big one.
That's actually a really big one, and something that we went through, like undercharging, losing money on jobs. A lot of the guys, they don't know how to charge, or they don't know, like they know how to do the work. They have experience, but they don't know what to charge to make money, you know. So they end up losing money, or they end up like breaking even, and that's when they run into a problem like, how do I charge? Yeah.
What's the most amount of money y'all lost on a job? Like, for example, I have a buddy now, it's not landscaping, but he was doing like a construction job, and they had like I don't know if it might have been a Bobcat or something, but they hit the house.
Oh, wow.
And they had a decent margin until they hit the person's house, you know, then they had to fix it and stuff. And I'm sure little things like that can happen. I don't know. Like, what's the most you've lost on a deal from something small like that?
I'd say probably like in the 10, 20,
I
right?
would say like around 20,000 on a job.
Yeah.
Yeah, because like a variety of things can happen. Like you can run into some, like when you're digging underground, you don't know what you can run into, or
Like hit a septic tank kind of thing or something?
Yeah,
Or-
hit a septic tank, hit a gas line, hit a water line.
Oh.
Like there's a variety of things that can happen, and you know, one time we got a bill from AT&T. It was like $3,000.
Yeah.
For what? Hitting a wire or something?
Yeah, hitting a
Yeah,
wire.
hitting like an internet wire, and they had to send their techs over, and they just charged us for their labor.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
So there's a variety of things that could go wrong. That's why it's like vital that you have the right team in place and like project manager and the right people to like monitor everything.
Yeah, and then that's another thing is how do you manage your team? Did you have to make good processes, or do you just got to like let them follow and shadow you for so long? Or like what's the best way to train team members underneath you?
I would say setting clear expectations, letting them know what their roles are, responsibilities. That way they have a clear guide of where they're going. And then always keeping them accountable. Let's say something does go wrong in the project. We have a system it's called yellow slips. If something does happen that goes wrong, they have to go back and fix it. That way everybody's held accountable, and then they can grow from it. Because if we were just to go and fix it for them, then they're never going to learn. So it's small things like that allow them to grow as a person, and then in return make the team a lot better.
And also hiring great people and continuously training them, because you never stop learning. Like there's always something that you can learn.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah.
And I assume you guys bond pretty well. Y'all have like a little brotherhood. I'd say community, but it's really like a little brotherhood,
Yeah.
right? So it seems like y'all, with your team and your community, what do y'all do when y'all gather? Like I know y'all do a Zoom call sometime. Is Zoom calls, right, on Sundays?
Yeah.
Just Zoom calls.
And then y'all meet in person and stuff. What all do you guys do with everyone?
A lot of time is talking about our goals, our vision, how we're gonna get there. I mean, every person in the community are motivated, and we always discuss like what challenges are happening with them, with us, and really push each other to get to the next level.
And like in-person events, we usually talk to other contractors, network, like get together, you know, like it's more like kind of like you said, a brotherhood. Like we've built relationships with them. They're like friends, family, to where like they have my phone number. If they run into anything, like they could just give me a call. And as far as the Sunday calls, we have like multiple guests on there with businesses ranging anywhere from, we had people on there with businesses up to $20 million. And they speak on there, they give their story on how they got there, and then just inform us. Cause like even me and Eric, like we're learning from like the bigger guys, you know?
Yeah. Now I think it's important too to let some leaders, they don't want their students to talk to anyone else, but I like my people to learn from my personal mentor. Like we brought Sharif Medawar down. You guys were at the conference.
Yeah.
And like Ben Mott, like those are people we're learning from.
Yeah,
and it's neat to hear that you guys still highlight like Tigra and Grant and these guys. All right. So now we talked about some of your losses. What's the most money you made net on one property or one kind of thing?
Do you know
What
that?
Or is it one of those like, I don't know, or you want to just tell your average?
Is the IRS watching? Is the IRS watching?
Nope.
I'm just kidding. I would say probably around 30,000.
Yeah, probably like 30,000 net.
Yeah.
Like on
How
one
did
project.
you feel when you graduated? Said, man, we just made 30,000. Did y'all go like say we're gonna go make some chorizo con huevo and eat right now as a party or what? Like how'd y'all feel?
It feels good. It feels really good.
It feels crazy. Like it feels amazing doing something you've never done before, and like seeing that it's possible. And then just like like having like a celebration, like a small celebration, like give yourself a pat in the back of, but like I'm always like continuously like what's next, like what can we do,
What's next? Yeah.
kind of like how Grant says, like all right, you did this, but what's next?
There you go. Start from zero every day.
Yeah.
I love that. And I assume, your parents are very proud of you guys, I'm sure. So I'm sure you blessed them too in some kind of way. Like, what kind of blessings have you done? Or you just take them to eat something good? Or like, what are some blessings?
Last year for Christmas, we got them all gifts, and they were so happy. And then we gave my mom some cash, and she was ecstatic. We actually have a video about it. And then she just like started crying and got very emotional because they don't come from much. So seeing us grow and what we can do for our family was a really happy moment for everybody, and it just brought us all a lot closer.
Oh, man.
And that's really
And you got it on video. You said, oh, man.
Yeah.
that's also like one of our like big motivations to keep going, like our family.
That's your why.
Yeah.
Okay. So what is your goal in the next, let's just say in 5 years from now, what do we expect to see from you guys? Where do you want to be and what do you want to be doing?
As far as like,
Oh, you can say family. You can say, I want to be married with 2 kids. I want to have our business 10 times more than what it is, or 100 times, or hey, we want to branch off into blank and blank. Just go crazy.
so we like in the next 5 years, we want to have the Rise and Build community, more than 1,000 members.
That's awesome. Yes.
And then as far as Zamora Design and Build, we want to scale it into a full service landscaping business. Where we do like full maintenance, fertilization, pre-emergence, everything like, and then we do landscape construction enhancements. Scale it within the next 5 years to 50 million.
Oh, that'd be amazing. Do y'all do any city work?
Not at the moment. We're working on it to get our business approved to do city work. But that's a great opportunity to be able to hit that goal of 50 million.
Yeah, I was about to say that's where some
Commercial?
big money
Yeah.
is. Yeah, big commercial. How about you on your goals in the next 5 years?
I would say, I mean, I'm aligned on Jose's, what he said about our business as well as Rise and Build community. We have a strong brotherhood, so whatever we both do, that's where we're going. And then for me is just grow my relationship, get married,
Yeah.
and then probably have some kids.
There you go. There you go.
And I would say, as far as like things in the like hobbies, I would say I want to do a triathlon.
A triathlon.
Mm-hmm.
Like, explain what that is.
So it's a race with swimming, running, and then biking. And I believe in
You guys
total,
are extreme guys. I'm telling you. Okay, yeah.
it's you swim a mile, you run a marathon, and then you bike 50 miles.
That's wild.
Yeah.
I think you guys like to just go through torture. Is that it? Yeah.
It's kind of like correlates to like entrepreneurship because like it's not easy. Like people who do like who are entrepreneurs, they know like it's
Yeah.
like it's hard. So as far as like running, like all of this, it's very similar to entrepreneurship because like when you're running, you get the runner's high and you feel like you're like just like flowing through like the race, and then you hit like a hard stop where it's like, dang, like I want to give up. Like this is truly
you
hard.
gotta push.
Yeah. And then like there's like okay times, and then like when you finally finish, you feel great. You feel amazing.
Oh, that's amazing. And you guys are pretty extreme. No joke. I think that's very admirable. And you said like entrepreneurship being kind of hard. It is tough. Like you got to be
Yeah.
disciplined, but it's also a little lonely. Do you ever go through that, or y'all started in a community though? But it's pretty lonely, huh?
I would say so. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's definitely lonely because like at the beginning, like no one sees your vision, no one sees what you're going towards. So you kind of like have to just believe in yourself and believe that you can do it, but no one like is pushing with you. And then once you start getting results, that's when everyone starts saying like, "Oh, like
My buddy.
like I believe in you. I did this.
Yeah.
You know." But like at the beginning, when you're barely starting, it's really hard.
Yeah, it's like so everyone doubts you first, then
Yeah.
they kind of hate on you,
Yeah.
and then you're all buddy old pal kind of
Yeah.
thing.
Right.
That's pretty crazy. So I know you guys speak Spanish then, right? So do y'all are y'all also working like the Spanish community too, or is it just like a whole bilingual little thing right now? Like,
So as far as like Spanish and English, there we are like targeting the Hispanic community just because there is a lot of Hispanics that want to scale their businesses, but they have no idea how to. And we do see that a lot of Hispanics are not business owners.
no, they're not. Yeah,
So that's something we want to change.
yeah. We had this guy. I went to Home Depot, and he came over and said, "Hola," I was talking to a super nice guy. Okay, his name's Francisco. Okay, and he's like, "Do you have any work?" And I said, "Man, that'd be great." I said, "Yeah, how much would you like to? Like, how much do you charge? What would you like to hear?" I can do anything. I can do landscaping stuff, clear off some sun, cut grass. I can paint. And I said, "Well, how much do you want?" He said, $25 an hour. And I was like, "Okay, he's gonna come and take his time. You know what I mean? Like, make as much." No, he came and cleared out that. He cut down like a bunch of trees. He cut the grass. He trimmed up those little hedges. He just did all this work. And then the day it was like $125. It took him 5 hours.
Dang.
And I was like, man, for the amount of work he did, so we just gave him way more, and we
Yeah.
just took him to get some food, and then he just says, "You want a cerveza, por favor?" I said, "Okay, here." Well, I don't drink, so we went and bought him one again.
Yeah.
But that's what he wanted. But I was sitting there, I said, man, if he would like the type of work he did, if he
Yeah.
would like charge
Yeah.
correctly and
Yeah.
quote it out right, and stuff,
Yeah.
he'd be rocking and rolling.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I think so.
Yeah.
And that's what a lot of like especially in the Hispanic community, like I said, they don't know how to do that, and that's something that me and Eric want to change because that's where we come from.
Yeah. And you said this is your second podcast.
Second podcast.
Second
yes.
podcast. Yeah.
Okay. Well, then I'm going to introduce you. I have another buddy in Orlando. I think they have 400 or 500 Latino people in their community.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so I'll have to introduce, and they're all entrepreneur-like. Do y'all know? Have you ever heard of Avanza?
How about
It's in Orlando.
I don't think so.
Okay, his name's Anderson. So I'm going to connect you guys with him. But he
That'd
was
be
telling me
awesome.
the same thing. He said, "Yeah, we really want to help like the Latino American like community learn business and just
Yeah.
make sure they're charging correctly,
Yeah.
just put them on the right path." And as sad as it sounds, a lot of people take advantage of that. Like when this guy came, he's charging me $125. I said, "Nah," so we paid him more. You know, because
Yeah.
I see what it's worth. You
Yeah.
know, and he did great. I wanted to show him the value that it's worth. But a lot of people, they'll pay him like nothing. You know.
Yeah, I think that's awesome that you gave him more for like his hard work.
Yeah.
For like the Hispanic culture, hard work is engraved into you from the beginning. So the Hispanic community, what they want to do is just work hard, but they lack the knowledge to charge the right prices, to be able to know the business side, and that's what me and Jose want to do, be able to give them the information they need. That way they can thrive with whatever they do. And we've seen a lot of wins from our community. Guys struggling, going through hard times. Like we just had a conversation with Alex the other night, and he had a really hard winter last year. And he said he didn't know if he was going to go through with the business or if he was going to quit and go work at a job, maybe at a plant or something. But with Rise and Build, he was able to learn the right business skills, and now he's in a lot better position.
And he's eternally thankful, right, and grateful.
Yeah.
I'm telling you guys, what y'all are doing is just, to me, is amazing, especially at y'all's age. So tell me about earlier age. I just are y'all born and raised and kind of raised your entire life almost in Dalton, or did y'all like live in Florida at one time or Texas or something? Like, tell me a little bit of history.
We arrived in Dalton. I was 5, he was 2. And we grew up in Dalton, Georgia, went to Dalton High School. So our whole life until I was 21, he was 19, we lived in Dalton and
Just had.
yeah.
How does it feel coming from a small? Because I'm from Rome, Albany and Rome, Georgia. Okay, you're talking about like a small town. How does it feel to go from a small town to a big town? Like, was it really different?
Yeah, it was different, and also if you were surround yourself by the right people, like in the small town of Dalton, I noticed that there was a lot of like small-minded individuals, and that's what we were hanging around with when we were there. So even myself, like I'm guilty of being small-minded whenever we were living over there. But when we came over here, we started surrounding ourselves by people who were open-minded, thinking big, you know, who wanted to like have success in life, and it kind of like rubs off on you, and now you become like better, and you start like gaining like their habits and doing this, doing that, taking action, and now we're here.
So what are some challenges from now? I know you guys are very successful now, but to get to your goal in 5 years to get $50 million, and is that annual or have a worth of a company, or both, if you wish?
Annual.
Annual. Okay. So from here to there, what challenges do you have that you need to get past to do that?
A big one was controlling our environment in Dalton, like Jose said, being influenced with family that didn't see the vision, or friends that had other like things like partying or drinking. Just being away from that and leaving a small town, going to a new city, not knowing anybody, and having to go out, get out of our comfort zone, talk to new people, and just really that shift was a tough transition because, like you said, business is lonely. And at the time, we didn't know anybody. We had left home, and controlling our environment at the new place allowed us to thrive because it was just us. So we were able to get our vision, what we had, and let everybody know around us, and not have other influences pushing us down and holding us back.
Was your question was like, what are the challenges going to be in
So
our
from
plan?
now to 5 years, what challenges do y'all have now that y'all need to get past to help you get to that $50 million goal, or those goals you have in 5 years from now?
I'd say like ourselves, like we're always like the bottleneck, like as long as like we're always seeking to improve, because right now we obviously hang around people that are either doing the same or more than us. So eventually we'll start hanging out with people who are doing what we want to do, like 50, 100 million. And then it kind of like just rubs off on you, like their habits, what they're doing. Because if you're in a whole circle of people who are all making 100 million, you're eventually going to make 100 million, right?
Yeah. I'd be happy with 99 million right at it. You know? Well, actually, I do have a question. Because so if y'all went from cutting grass and you went into like some complicated landscaping stuff, like you said, like construction, like how do you do a project that you've never done before? Did you sub out people and then learn a little bit and then finally you're able to take over? Or did you hire someone to, or did you like, I'll tell you a story. When I was younger, okay, my brother, and I can't believe he did this to me because I can't put a nail in the wall, you guys. I'm telling you, I'm horrible at this. If you tell me to cut it this tall, I'm going to cut it short or leave it, I'm just awful. He took on a job to build a wood fence behind this guy's house and couldn't come to do it and called me and my cousin to do this. And I'm like 22 or 21 years old, okay?
Yeah.
Right? I'm like, Joseph, okay, I'll go look at, I don't know how to do any of this. So me and my cousin, we went, met the guy. The guy's like, okay, we're paying you $2,000 to do it, plus we're going to buy materials. So I was like, okay, it's $2,000. I'll make $1,000. My cousin will make $1,000 to build a fence. To me, I thought it was a lot of money.
Yeah.
And it is, $1,000 is a lot. But when we went to Lowe's to buy the wood or the fence or whatever, we bought the book on how to do it. So with his money, so we used that book to build the fence.
Wow.
Yeah.
And then even with that, I just couldn't get it done. So I ended up calling this older gentleman, older construction guy. He came over and just kind of guided us through it. And he was very nice. He didn't even charge. He was just a nice guy. Mm-hmm. Like how did y'all get pivot from just cutting lawns to that?
We have stories just like that. I mean, even now, like we're getting into bigger projects. There's stuff that we don't know. So it's finding the people that have already done it before to guide us to do that. And just, for example, like our first paver patio, we had a subcontractor that we had a good connection with. We had him come over, and if it wasn't for him sharing his knowledge for over 10 years of experience, if he didn't guide us there, it would have been messy.
Yeah. We really leaned on, like when we started subcontracting, because we didn't know how to do like anything. Like it was like something that we've never done before. So we leaned on subcontractors to help us complete the jobs. And then we would ask them like what material do we need? Like what do I bring you? Like what do I do here? Like what do I do there? And they're like nice enough to tell us,
Oh, that's awesome. So this is a good community with this, man.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah, everything from like the individuals in there to the support. The community has allowed us to learn from our mentees and also share a lot of knowledge as far as bringing new guests in. That way we learn and then they learn as well.
Oh, man, that's pretty cool.
Something I also want to change is that whenever people get quotes and they're like Hispanic, they expect the quote to be cheaper.
Yeah, they do. I can see that. Yeah.
So that's something we want to change in the industry, where like if you provide value, if you do the job right and you do it like to high standards, like you could be making good money and charging the right amount.
Yeah. Like so, I own apartment complexes, right? So we would get quotes from like 3 to 4 people to just paint the interior, for example. One guy says, hey, I'll do it for $300. One guy said, I'll do it for $1,000. And I was like, the 300 guy, and he's going to do it. But it would take him a whole month to do it. That means I'm going a whole month without rent, and I'm technically losing more. But the guy, if I would have paid him $1,000 because he was the pro, it would have been done in 2 days, and I would have rented it out quicker. So a lot of people don't see that. Sometimes the higher price, sometimes is actually you're going to make more money and save you pain in the end.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
I agree.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So tell everyone at home, where can they find you guys online?
So we have a business page. It's Zamora Design and Build on Instagram, and then we have a Rise and Build page, which is Rise and Build on Instagram, and then I have a personal page. It is Zamora _Jose 7, I think. That's
okay.
And for me, my Instagram tag is I am Eric Zamora.
He's got a check over here. He's like me.
Make sure.
He's like, I don't know.
Yeah, that's what it is.
So
Zamora.
rise and grind.
Rise and build.
Rise and build. I mean, why is it rise and grind? Rise and
similar.
build. And that's on Skool, right?
That's on Skool.
So there's a
yes.
free one, and then the paid one, of course, will help them with their entrepreneurship. You are very active in there. Y'all do Zoom calls every Sunday. Y'all do personal events. I think it's pretty. How much is that per month for the paid one?
For the paid one, it's $97 a month.
Oh my gosh!
Yeah.
Best
y'all gotta
investment
up
you
that,
can
man.
make.
I think y'all give, but no. So you guys get in before they up it, you know.
Yeah, we might raise prices.
And then are y'all gonna be able to come to our Pivot Summit May 30th? You think?
We'll be there.
Okay, so you guys make sure to come and check them out. And your Instagram was correct.
Yeah, Instagram's correct.
Okay, well, you guys, I appreciate you guys being on my podcast. Appreciate it.
Of
Thank
course.
you.
Thank you so much for having us.
All right, see you guys later.